Richard Branson once famously said, "If you want to be a millionaire, start with $1 billion and launch a new airline." This statement is not entirely true, at least not for Branson himself, as he is still a billionaire even after running Virgin Atlantic for 4 decades. However, others have not been so fortunate, like Pan Am, which once had the world's largest fleet of Boeing 747s. It went bankrupt in 1991. Major global players like American Airlines, United, and Delta have all filed for bankruptcy at some point. Even Richard Branson's Virgin Atlantic filed for bankruptcy protection in 2022. In India, the airline business has sunk many, the likes of Kingfisher Airlines, Sahara Airlines, and Jet Airways witnessing dwindling fortunes. A simple Wikipedia search will give us the names of approximately 70 airlines that were started in India with much hope and fanfare. All of them had one major goal: they wanted to run a profitable airline business. But sadly, all of these airlines are now defunct. The aviation business is one of the toughest industries to survive, and in this brutal world of commercial airlines, no company is safe. But right now, a unique event is unfolding before us. Contrary to the treacherous history of airline business, the Indian aviation industry is witnessing influx of new entrants and humongous investments after a long time. Tata, after acquiring Air India, has sealed the world's biggest aviation deal by placing the largest ever aircraft order worth around $85 billion. This purchase is so huge that it will support over 1 million American jobs. Moreover, new players like Akasa Air have also entered the Indian market, while Jet Airways is also trying to relaunch itself. The Center for Aviation estimates that Indian carriers are expected to order around 1,700 planes in the next 2 years itself. However, if we look at the financials, they tell a different story. In financial year 23, the Indian aviation industry's net loss is estimated to be in the range of 15,000 to 17,000 crore rupees, with the total industry loss since pandemic reaching close to $8 billion. Therefore, an important question arises. Now, why there is a surge of sudden investment in the Indian airline space? Is it due to business foresight or a wishful thinking to try and change the tides? India is one of the world's fastest growing aviation markets with a massive population. However, the total commercial Indian fleet is as of now just around 700 aircrafts, which is even less than the fleet size of these individual airlines. In terms of travelers, air travel in India was observing steady growth till 2019, and after the sudden slump due to COVID, the airlines are almost back in business, with air travel coming close to the pre-COVID days. Furthermore, the growth in airport infrastructure is very important, especially to cover Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities at affordable price range. Right now, with the addition of multiple greenfield airports, as per the Ministry of Civil Aviation, around 140 airports are presently operational. That number is expected to reach 220 airports by 2027. Such a rise in airport infrastructure is important for the growth of the industry, which a new entrant like Akasa is aware of. But the steep rise in orders for new planes are not just because of these growth prospects. Let me explain. Due to COVID and Russia-Ukraine war, as of December 31st, 2022, Airbus and Boeing had 12,669 unfulfilled orders. So to secure timely delivery slots, the Indian as well as international carriers are placing the orders with a sense of urgency. Also, recently there has been non-fatal incidents caused by mid-air technical malfunctions, which has made it imperative for airlines to replace depleting aircrafts. The newer models will also provide fuel savings ranging from 8% to 25%. This is an important factor for the airlines, as aviation turbine fuel is 45% of the operational cost of an airline. Therefore, the larger and younger fleet that Air India has ordered will help the airline increase their coverage both domestically and internationally, improve the reliability, fuel efficiency, comfort, and also overall service, making them more competitive with the global players, particularly in the international market. Their benchmark would be to find the right mix between UAE's full-service carrier like Emirates and America's low-cost carrier like Southwest Airlines. Both these companies have one thing in common. They have proved that airlines can be run profitably, like as you can see how Emirates has consistently generated profits for decades. However, it is not easy to convert a loss-making airline profitable. Many have embarked on this endeavor to create a profitable airline. Like Vijay Mallya had earlier purchased the best aircrafts as he wanted to create the most luxurious airline. But the intrinsic nature of this business can slay the best of the dreams. A single external event like COVID or 9/11 or a drastic fluctuation in fuel prices or currency can quickly create a havoc for any airline. And with depleting cash flows, it becomes very difficult for any airline just to survive. So airline investment cannot be understood just on the basis of business logic. For some, it is also a matter of pride or achieving the unachievable. Like for Tata's, Air India is the airline they originally started. Hence, there is a history involved with this. They want to make it run at any cost. Similarly, the co-founder of Akasa Air, the late Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, has once stated in an interview, "I hope to prove people wrong." Now it has become a matter of ego. All said and done, one thing is for sure, running an airline is one of the most toughest and also fascinating business out there. Many of us still remember the first time we traveled on a plane. Mine was Jet Airways, and I was actually lucky enough to be upgraded to business class for free of cost. Once we sit inside a plane, and when the airplane moves above the clouds, you are silently made aware of the world passing below, and a new world beyond the skies emerges. That is truly a magical sight, and I am sure that sight would have had the same magical effect on the entrepreneurs who risked their everything to fulfill a dream of ruling the skies. So who knows what the future might hold for the Indian aviation industry, which airline will flourish and survive, but cutting through the headwinds and aiming to fly higher is certainly the mark of the aviation industry. So let us just watch and wonder as the Indian aviation industry charts a course to destiny. Its wings are unfurled and are now reaching for the world.